it's time to get to the track. So I'm a little late to make the track. Time to go have some fun. See if we can burn some wheels off. So I'm on my way to Thompson Drag Raceway. We are getting ready to go race Dad's car straight from the dyno. So like I said, I didn't expect a whole lot of power it would make, but you know, it is what it is. For being a 30-year-old Supercharger kid, it did exactly what I think it's supposed to do. And it's some nostalgic horsepower that you know, this is what they made back in the 90s, and this is what they had to deal with. You know, there were some cars making some good power back then, but the stuff that happens now is way beyond that. So this is my son Mason. Eventually he'll be spinning some wrench with me one day. You know what? I didn't spin wrench until I was out of high school, so it is what it is. Well, you made it to the track. You see it's loaded. A bunch of people here. So we're gonna get ready to send this down the track. I'm gonna drive it today. On the first run, cousin Paul's gonna make a second hit, and I think we're gonna have crazy Mustang Mike drive the third hit, which will be like later on in the night. So I'll be able to get some good footage on that. So should be some fun. We'll see what happens. Got a 1988 speed density Mustang with it's got a 30-year-old Vortech A trim on it. Doesn't even have a blowout or wastegate. Makes about 4 or 5 pounds of boost. Stock engine. Anyways, wasn't a bad first pass. It went a 161 short time, and it went a 1263 at 107.5. That ain't bad at all. It's a stock motor. There's nothing done to that motor. All I did was put this 4 pounds of boost 30-year-old Supercharger on it. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, man. And then we're having a blast out here. And I'm gonna tell you what, in the 90s, 12s, 11s, that was fast. Cousin Paul can beat 1260. Just when you think you can hide a little bit. How you doing today? Adam Hurt.
What's going on?
My man Tom.
How are you?
Sitting over here at the track, Batman Invasions. Make sure you guys check it out. Tell them about it.
Just a get together on a Saturday, July 18th. Anything with wheels. $10 to spectate per car, $20 per car to race. Open for the day. Come on out. We'll have some fun. There'll be some fast cars racing later on in the evening. It's always a good time. check it out.
How many people show up at these events?
You know, it varies anywhere from 12 to 1,500 cars, 2,000 to 3,000 people, give or take. We like to have fun, and we're out here doing it.
We vlogged it last year, so make sure you guys come check it out if you're in the Northeast area. I think what we had here is successful. We got Tony over here. You guys remember Tony from last week? I think this thing's done what it needs to do. All I really wanted to do with this car was take this bone stock ass motor, which that's all it is, folks. I didn't do nothing to this motor but take some pulleys off, and stick this 30-year-old Supercharger that I found on a parts car and see how fast we could go. Now, Cousin Paul just went down the track and ran a 13, but that just means that the car's faster, because last year he could only do 1340s in it. And you seen me go 1263 in it earlier, and I think it's got a little more in it. I think it's an easy 1250, 1240 car. Where we go from here, maybe putting some valve springs on it. We were gonna go turbo, but to be honest with you guys, I mean, it's my dad's car. I don't know if I even want to go turbo anymore, because it runs mid 12s. That's pretty fast for a little street car. And we just focus on the other cars that we have to do. So anyways, love beating up on stock shit, pushing it to the limit. All right, so we got my man Mike in the Supercharged car today. He's the Jedi, I'm the apprentice. Let's get it. He said he ain't stick shifted like 2 years. There you go. Had a good launch. .1320, I think he missed second gear. That's all right. What's up, YouTube? All right, so this is the second week we've been out here with my dad's car. It's really hot. It's like 95 degrees, maybe 92 degrees. We're just looking to see if I can beat my best time of 1263 and maybe get some time with my cousin Paul. Again, this is just a stock block with an old school A trim. I got a couple of my slicks on. You know, you don't play basketball with high heels on, do you? So when I go to race, I always put the right tires on. So let's go hop in the car, go get it in line, and wait for our turn, see what happens. We're gonna see if Cousin Paul can get a good pass in here or blow the motor up trying. Same as last week. Oh, it didn't show his mile an hour. So we're hiding here in the shade. This is the second week of us beating the shit out of Dad's car. And Paul's over here, he ran a 13.0 at 106. That's almost 100 degrees today, and in Ohio, that's hot. So anyways, we're gonna wait till it gets cooler out. I think he's heading out, but I'm gonna make one more hit. The air quality is just terrible right now, so I don't really expect to do any better. So this build, it did what it needed to do. Stock motor, run mid 12s on a good air day, whatever, and have some fun with it. We definitely still want to go turbo on it, because turbo is so much more fun and safer. But this old A trim ain't too bad, I guess.
What's that?
It's already on.
Okay.
You don't mind?
No, I got it.
Slow.
Get it. 1258.
All right, so we're pretty much done right now for this. I think this build is starting to come to an end. I don't know whether I should keep the Supercharger and just run 1250s and let Cousin Paul beat the shit out of it, or if I should put a small turbo kit on it, it's low boost, have a little bit of fun, run 11s with it. There's a lot of decisions to be made. But at the end of the night at Thompson, we always get to make a run. It's called a time run. They don't really prep the track. It's just kind of like, you know, have a little bit of fun. It's the last pass of the day. So we took old Blue down the street or down the track, and it ran a 12:58 at 106.15 with the same exact 60 that it's been running for like the last couple weeks. I mean, that's consistent, but I got a 12:50 out of it on a car that supposedly makes 285 horsepower, which is not a 1250, but that just tells you how different the dynos are. Just a tool. It's not really something that you need to break your heart on every time you go to a dyno. It's a tool. I know the car makes 300, 310, 320 wheel. You know, with that old Supercharger, it makes about 80 or 90 more horsepower, which is exactly what we wanted to do. So I've had a blast with it. I think what we're gonna do, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually stick 30s in it, just like I said in the other video. I'm sorry it's dark out right now, but we're gonna stick 30s in it, and we're gonna take a strategy file that we just recently acquired for the DCDE computer, and I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see how much power we can make and get rid of the FMU totally and just run it straight on the computer. But we'll see. It's the guinea pig, so we'll figure that all out. I'm having a blast with Dad's car because it's simple stupid, folks. If you keep it simple stupid, you have so much fun. It's a bone stock motor, missing AC and smog because we don't need it here. Well, you know, I put my good slick tires on it from my black car. Literally, it's a full weight, full interior 88 speed density car. So anyways, if you enjoy my content and you enjoy Fox Bodies, make sure you guys check that like and subscribe button. I know it's a long video. I wanted to get you all the track footage I could. Again, I'm gonna shout out channels. Go check out Brutal, go check out Donnie B, go check out House of Dula, of course Caleb at Foxcast Media. You know, there's a Justin 91LX. There's a lot of really good channels out there, guys. Rod at 50 Tussin. I love their channels. I'm always watching and commenting, and so shouldn't you. See you next week.